will and testament of Bhakti Siddhant Sarswati Thakur. Bhakti Siddhant Sarswati Thakur is a follower of Rupa Goswami, that is why he is called Rupanuga. So this is last will and testament of a Rupanuga, which is Srila Bhakti Siddhant Sarswati Thakur. Spoken on 23rd December 1936 and translated from Bengali by Srila Prabhupada. So Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur's last will. He says, I have most probably given many people troubles in the mind. Some of them might have thought about me that I am their enemy because I was obliged to speak the plain truth for the service and devotion towards the absolute Godhead. I've given them all those troubles only for the reason that they may turn their face towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead without any desire for gain and with unalloyed devotion. I hope one day or other they may understand me rightly. So Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur was a very bold preacher. When he spread the Krishna consciousness, his message was absolutely pure, without any contamination of material desires. So he was described as a Sima Guru. Sima Guru means that he was not at all scared of anybody. He used to give straightforward answer. His answers sometimes could hurt many other people. But Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur never deviated from the truth. And hence he is writing here that he might have given trouble to many people to whom he has put forth the absolute truth. And he's saying that I did that because I wanted to speak truth. And the truth was that we should all serve Krishna without any material desires. Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati writes here, I advise all to preach the teachings of Rupa Raghunath, disciples of Lord Chaitanya, with all energy and resources. Our ultimate goal shall be to become the dust of the lotus feet of Sri Rupa Raghunath Goswamis. So he's saying that we all should follow Rupa Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami. You should all work conjointly under the guidance of your spiritual master with a view to serve absolute knowledge, the personality of Godhead. You should live somehow or other without any quarrel in this mortal world, only for the service of Godhead. This is very important. People quarrel, people fight with each other. When Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj was there, and many disciples used to fight with each other. But Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati says that we should all serve towards the common goal. And what is the common goal? Serve Krishna. So we should not fight with each other. Do not please give up the service of Godhead in spite of all dangers, all criticisms and all discomforts. He says that we should not under any circumstances give up the seva for Krishna. Even though we might face danger, somebody might attack you or somebody might criticize you or somebody might give you hard time, but we should never give up service of Krishna. Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj writes here, do not be disappointed, for most people in the world do not serve the personality of Godhead. Do not give up your own service, which is your everything and all. Neither reject the process of chanting and hearing of the transcendental holy name of the God. So he's saying we should not give up our service under any circumstances. And never give up the chanting and reading the hearing about Krishna. You should always chant the transcendental name of Godhead with patience and forbearance like a tree and a humbleness like a straw. So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we should be very humble. Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnana amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. So while we are serving Krishna, many difficulties will come. Some people will criticize you, some people. You become humble. You do not fight with them. You just keep on chanting, keep on serving, and keep on hearing Krishna Katha. We wish that this mass of our body of flesh and blood may be sacrificed at the altar of preaching the Sankirtan movement, congregational chanting of the holy name propagated by Lord Chaitanya. So this body is a mass of blood and flesh, muscle and all. So we have to sacrifice this blood and this flesh for spreading Krishna's message. What a message it is. Huh? We are not desirous of becoming a hero of work or reformer of religion, but our reality may be identified with the dust of the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath, for that is our everything. तो कहते हैं कि हमें कोई बड़ा हीरो नहीं बनना है, हमें तो सिर्फ ये सेवा करके रूप और रघुनाथ गोस्वामी के चरणों की धूल बनना है बस. हमें कोई ऐसा उनसे बड़ा बनने का कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है. The flow of transcendental tide of attraction of devotion will never be blocked, and you with all your energy shall devote yourself for fulfilling the desire of Srila Bhakti Siddhant Thakur. There are many amongst you who are well qualified and able workers. We have no other desire whatsoever. So we should not ever give up our attraction for the service of Krishna. And we should all devote ourselves for service of Bhakti Vinod Thakur. There are certainly many difficulties while we are in the mortal world, but it is not our business simply to be overwhelmed with those difficulties or try to overcome them only. We must know even during the duration of present life as to what we shall gain after overcoming all those difficulties of life, and what shall be the mode of our permanent existence. We must make an adjustment of all things that evoke our love and hatred, and for those things that we want to do, want and do not want. So Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj is saying that there will be difficulties, but at the end of the difficulties, what you must remember, we want to achieve Krishna Prema. So we should not become overwhelmed by the problems in our life, and should not spend all our time in worrying about them. We must know that after overcoming all those difficulties, our permanent existence is going to be with Krishna. So we have to make adjustments. Nothing will be perfect. हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? Adjustment करना पड़ेगा. We must make adjustments of all the things that evoke our love and hatred. And for those things that we want and do not want. Attachment and detachment of this mortal world will engage us more and more as we become farther and farthest from the lotus feet of Krishna. When we are able to transcend the position of attachments and detachments of this mortal world and be attracted with the holy name of Godhead, it is then only we can understand the importance of transcendental service of Shri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. At first instance, the subject Krishna is startling and perplexing to us. Everyone who is called by the name man is more or less struggling, knowingly or unknowingly, to eliminate those invading elements which are baffling our conception of eternal need. It is our only duty to enter into the kingdom of eternal need. So we should not get too much attached to the material things. uh, and we just want to get attracted to the holy name of Krishna and understand the importance of serving Krishna. It might be in the beginning perplexing or difficult to understand, uh, but we must keep on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. We have no love or hatred for anyone in this world. All arrangements made in this world are but temporary. There is therefore unavoidable necessity for that ultimate need of for everyone in this world. You should attain the transcendental loving service of the objective, being situated in concerted action for that one aim. Let there be constant flow of ideas and thoughts as conceived by Rupa Goswami and his followers. We shall not at any time show our slightest dejection for the seven-tongued Sankirtan movement. If we have undoubted faith in it, we shall then only achieve perfections. He writes here, you should all therefore preach with fearlessness and with utmost energy the message of Rupa and Raghunath under the guidance of followers of Rupa Goswami. And here is the Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Maharaj's original letter and the signature of Srila Bhakti Siddhant Sarswati Thakur. Bhakti Siddhant Saraswati Thakur Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. So we can see that the final message is we should all therefore preach with fearlessness and with utmost energy the message of Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami under the guidance of followers. Who is that follower? Our guidance of our Guru Maharaj. So we should be very, very diligent and keep on spreading message of Rupa Goswami. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.